Hey guys, what's up? It's Lisa and
Shenika!
ooh, that wasn't in sync. It wasn't? No. Hi guys, it's Lisa and
Shenika, nice to meet you.
this is the first time I think on my travel channel.
Yes. And I don't know why, because we
No,
always
oh,
traveling
no.
together.
You know why? We were supposed to do the video to
We
London
never
and
do
we
the
haven't.
videos.
We went to London last November and yeah, the footage still sitting in my camera.
We should do it.
Yeah, do you remember though?
But if we look at the video, we'll
I guess
remember.
I guess so.
And you were just saying that our itinerary was so detailed.
I know,
and
I
you just
was.
deleted it.
No, I didn't delete it.
Oh, okay.
No, I decided to keep it.
Okay.
Anyways, we're here to talk about St. Lucia.
Yay.
We just spent 4 days in St. Lucia. So this is just really going to be like a summary of our experience, and I will be showing some footage of. We didn't really do a lot. No. So let's first talk about. We flew out of Miami International Airport because we live here in Fort Lauderdale. And what was the name of the airport we flew into?
Viewfort.
Right.
Viewfort Airport. The Hanawara. That one.
Yeah, that one.
Viewfort Airport.
Yeah. Which is at the bottom of St. Lucia, way down south. And there's another airport in Castries.
Yes.
Would you say Castries is like somewhat towards the middle?
It's toward the, midway through St. Lucia.
Yeah. If we go back, well, I should say when we go back, because
It's not an if, it's a definite.
yeah. So that alone should tell you we love St. Lucia. If we go,
Oh wait, I like this.
when we go back, we will definitely be flying into Castries, but we'll have to do it. I think it was Fort Lauderdale. Doing so, it passes through Trinidad. It's like a 20-some hour flight because it's like a 12-hour layover in Trinidad.
Yeah, it was an overnight layover.
Overnight layover in Trinidad. But you know, I'm from Trinidad, so she had Trini too, kind of.
We mean kinda.
Well, her parents are Trini,
My parents are Trinidadian.
so
I'm Trini to the bone.
she Trini.
To the bone.
So the next time we go, because the reason why I'm saying this is it took us like 2 hours.
Yeah, only about 2.5 hours. It was a direct flight from Miami to Viewfort, and it was about 2.5, 3 hours. Nice, simple flight.
The
It was
drive
expensive.
though. Oh yeah, it was expensive.
It was expensive.
Expensive. It's expensive anytime throughout the year
That is true.
to fly to St. Lucia. We're not sure why. We're trying to figure out why. Because to like places like when I went to the Caymans, the flight was like $200 and some dollars.
Jamaica, you can always get a flight for like 180
Yeah.
to 200 and something
Even to
dollars.
Trinidad, which is almost a 4-hour flight.
Yeah, this time of year you can get a flight to Trinidad for like $350 very easily. And St. Lucia is only an hour flight from Trinidad.
Yeah, and it was a standard flight. The cheapest flight we checked for the whole year is like around $800 and some dollars.
Not too much. TEW.
That's
Too
like the
much.
flight for 3 people to go.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Our pockets aren't that deep.
No. And the reason why I was saying for us to fly into Castries the next time because the drive from that airport way down south, way down south.
Way down there.
Because we stayed in Gros Islet.
Yeah, near Rodney Bay. So we stayed toward the northwestern part of the island. And the drive, it was only about an hour and a half, hour and 45-minute drive. And it's a beautiful drive because
Yeah.
St. Lucia is such a lush and like vibrant and verdant country. But oh my God, going up and down the mountains, my stomach was like,
Yeah.
like it was not a comfortable ride. It was a beautiful ride, but not a comfortable ride.
And it's long. I'm not for the drives, long drives. I don't like long drives, and this was long. I don't get the motion sickness like she does. I get the motion sickness on the water, not on land. Yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, Castries would have been a better choice. We didn't know. We didn't really plan it that way.
Yeah.
But for next time we'll know. And then we just stayed the night in Trinidad. Partying.
Yeah.
I went to Trinidad.
Have a little lime.
Have a little lime. And then
go back to the airport.
So yeah, so that was the first day. We stayed at
Windjammer Landings.
Windjammer Landings. I did a separate video showing the room that we eventually stayed in, but tell them the room that they first gave us.
Okay, so Windjammer Landings, like a lot of the resorts in St. Lucia, they're kind of built up on the side of a mountain. And so the first room that we got a 2-bedroom villa, because, you know, it's 2 of us. So we got a 2-bedroom villa, and the first villa was supposed to come with a little plunge pool and a terrace and 2 bedrooms and stuff. And it came with all of those things. It did. It did come with those things. But what they failed to tell us and what they did not represent on the pictures
online
on the website was that it was spread over 3 stories. So you come, well, first of all, you come into the entrance of the villa and you have to go down a flight of steps to get to the main level of the villa. And then once you're on the main level, you have the living room, the kitchen, you have your patio areas, you have your plunge pool area, and then you go up maybe 2 or 3 steps and you get to the master bedroom. But then to get to the second bedroom, you have to go down
Yes.
into the dungeon
Yeah.
of the basement to get to the
Yeah.
second bedroom.
I was not having it.
She wasn't having the basement life. I thought it was cute. Like, if I were to go with my kids, I would probably take that villa because they could go downstairs and not bother me.
Yeah. But
for us as friends, we're traveling together. We're gonna be chit-chatting all the time and stuff like that. It was just a very awkward
Plus to go
setup.
up and down those steps.
Oh my god!
Like, seriously.
Yeah,
No.
with our luggage, mind you.
Yeah, that was. So we called. And asked,
we were very nice with our complaints. We
and
just
I have
expressed
to
our
say,
concerns.
Did we do a video on Barbados?
If not, we need to.
Okay. Let me just quickly say that the Bajans weren't very friendly. Okay? I'm gonna just say that.
Bajans, aka people from Barbados, for those people that are not West Indian and do not know what Bajans are.
They were not the friendliest at all. We had a horrific experience when we got there to check into the Hilton Hotel.
Yeah, in terms of customer service, we don't want to make a gross statement like that and say that Bajans aren't friendly, but in terms of their customer service capabilities, they're lacking.
Yeah, we can do a separate video on Barbados. But the hotel experience was nice. This time, though, we called and asked if we can get a room where the bedrooms are on the same floor.
Who was the lady? Miss
Helen.
Miss Helen! Shout out to Miss Helen! Oh my god, Miss Helen was the best. She was so sweet.
Yes, let's just say right now, everybody in St. Lucia. Everybody,
no matter where you go,
for me, is the friendliest people on earth.
They're lovely, warm, welcoming, kind people,
so
and
nice.
They really go out of their way to help you and to make sure that you're having a good time. And even like just random people that you meet random places. You know,
everybody,
very, very friendly.
From the man doing the garden to the person cleaning the room, everybody. And so they put us in another room. I did a separate video on the room, so that's either going to be before this video or after this video, because we were just like, yes, this room is yes. We love that room.
It's pretty.
Yeah. It's the next morning. This is where we're staying. We're heading for breakfast. We're on Hibiscus Lane. We're in a Hibiscus Suite. And we're close enough to the front desk that we don't need to call for a shuttle. We're gonna walk. So nice. All these mangoes. I'm not bearing us yet. like, ready. It's so small. Maybe they stay small. Maybe they ripe small.
I think so. Oh, they sound delicious. Yeah, because look, the ripe ones are all on the ground. Still that sound.
Okay. Those normally be so sweet, and you just put the whole seed in your mouth. On our way to breakfast.
Straight ahead.
Thank you. Sorry. The grounds are nice, and we have a lot of little feline. Guess. Why are you hiding?
Where is he?
He just ran in there.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's like not too hot.
Yeah.
Well, it's still early.
Not too hot yet. This is the outside patio area.
So you have beach over there, you have beach here, you have beach there. And they start importing.
Alright, let's order our breakfast. This is our breakfast menu. The prices are in EC dollars. And the exchange as of today is $2.70, $2.70 EC to $1 US. Our breakfast: beans, saltfish, bake, potatoes, banana bread, omelette, tomatoes. I think that's about the same. Fruits. I guess we can talk about the overall experience at the hotel first.
Okay, yeah. The hotel's a beautiful hotel. It is all villas. Like I said, terraced into the side of the mountain. Everything, you have to take a shuttle. So in order to get to and from your villa to the main reception area where you have the restaurants and the pools and all of the different amenities of the hotel, you have to take a shuttle. But the shuttles are there like...
Yeah, don't call until you're ready.
Don't call till you're ready to walk out that door. Because the shuttles, boom, they're there. Yeah. You call, shuttle there.
Obviously, we didn't go in a peak time. So that is, that's subjective.
Yeah, I did read some reviews on TripAdvisor, and I'm assuming these were people that went more towards the peak time, like, so in the winter, where they said that the shuttle could take a while, and then, like, depending on where you are, you're further away. Our first villa was maybe on the second level up, so it was not walkable. It definitely wasn't walkable down to the main area, but the shuttles were very, very efficient. The hibiscus suite that we ended up staying in was pretty much walkable to the entire
it was right
entire area. So we always walked. We just walked down the hill.
Yeah, and it's a hill.
It's a hill. My quads and my hammies.
It's a hill.
They got their workout.
We did not do the all-inclusive option because it was an additional $150 a day per person, and
like I said, our pockets are not that deep.
Yeah. Plus, we're not eating and drinking $150 worth each.
Yeah. No.
Per day.
No. We're not drinkers like that. Like, I mean, we nurse one drink for forever. Yeah. So, the main thing for us is water, maybe some juices and things like that. But to say that we would benefit or come out better with an all-inclusive option, that wasn't going to be the case with us. So we calculated, we did some calculations. We almost took it, right? Because we're like, wait, no, that's per person. So we almost took it, which would have been a significant additional cost. Even after we left and we looked at what our final bill was, we were like, oh yeah, we saved like $400 or $500 not taking the all-inclusive option. The prices are not cheap. It's not a cheap island. No, it's not Jamaica.
No. And I say that for all. I was telling her the only island that I've been to that's relatively inexpensive is Jamaica. The Cayman Islands is very expensive. Barbados was very expensive, and so was St. Lucia. And when I say expensive, like breakfast was how much? Breakfast.
The buffet.
Well, the buffet was
like $76 EC.
EC, which was let's see.
Do a quick calculation, Lisa.
Yeah. I think it was like $2.70 was the rate. So it's like $28.
Yeah, $28 to $30 a person
for breakfast buffet. Or they have options where you can get like
a la carte.
Yeah,
French toast.
And it would be probably like $15. So after you get your coffee and your juice or whatever and your tip and stuff, $15 to $20 for breakfast. An alcoholic drink will range from like 10 to 12 US.
Yeah, about.
And lunch and dinner, $20-something.
Yeah. I mean,
US.
When they had that the Caribbean buffet, it was very expensive that night.
Oh yeah, that was 100-some euros.
It's not euros.
I'm not euros. EC dollars. So it was
a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot it was probably about $50 per person for the Caribbean buffet dinner. And again, we don't eat that much, so we would never benefit from a buffet setting. Unfortunately, that night at the hotel, I think they do this Caribbean buffet once a week at the hotel. That was really the better food option because, we have dietary limitations, and that was a bit of a challenge at the hotel.
We are veganish.
Veganish.
We're on a plant-based diet.
Mostly plant-based. Mostly plant-based.
Yeah. So, the thing about St. Lucia is to really benefit from the island, you have to rent a car or have a driver to take you around, because with just us, we didn't really leave the resort because it was like $16 to take a taxi to go into town. And we're like, shit, like, $35 just to take a taxi to go back and forth. It's like,
yeah, and that was US.
That's US.
That was US.
Yeah.
So we're not talking EC dollars. I was like, okay, no problem. $16 US, and we were close to the Rodney Bay area where it has a big nightlife and like different restaurants and stuff like that, where we probably could have gotten
something cheaper.
Yeah, as far as food options, but then you're kind of negating the cheaper food with the $16 taxi ride. So we didn't bother. We were only there for a couple of days as well. So
it was more like a relaxing. We stayed on the beach for the most part. We went to the pool, did a hot tub. We had a hot tub on a patio, and it was just very relaxing. Just very relaxing time. So if you were looking for something like that, where you just want to just de-stress, relax, don't worry about a thing, I think that hotel I definitely recommend it. But make sure you request a room where all of the bedrooms are. If you have knee problems like I do, or you don't want to be climbing up and down steps, make sure you inquire about that.
Yeah.
So anything else on the hotel? Oh, the hotel, the timeshare business.
Oh, yes. So the hotel also offers timeshares, which I think a lot of the resorts in the Caribbean do that. And essentially they have a guest orientation every morning where they try and sell people on doing the timeshare presentation.
You guys know that. Yeah.
So the catch now is that if you do the timeshare presentation, you get $100 towards a day cruise, a sunset cruise, or some other spa treatment or something. You basically get $100 off of your resort bill if you do like some extra. So basically, you can spend something and get that discounted. We were planning on doing the day catamaran cruise to the Pitons and the Sulphur Springs. So we were like, all right, let's go ahead. Like I checked TripAdvisor beforehand, and I heard that the presentation was not too long. It's not like you're going to be stuck in a presentation for half the day. And it was a no pressure presentation. So I was like, Lisa, come on, let's do this. Because, our pockets ain't that deep.
I already have my beast mode.
Yeah, to say no.
Because
no.
I've been there before. And
where they sequester you and then they have different people interrogating you.
Yeah. So I was already in beast mode.
She walked in like ready for that.
Ready to say no. And the lady, what was her name?
Lisa. Hello.
And it was Lisa too, and she was very nice.
She was very nice.
And less than an hour we were out of there.
Yeah. An hour at the most, and I think it took a little bit longer because of the whole common entrance.
So Lisa did her little presentation thing. She talked about it, whatever. We know we're not interested. We don't travel. It just doesn't suit our lifestyle.
Yeah.
When we travel budget style, and we just go. It's not. Anyways.
Yeah.
So we tell her, no, shit, we just want $100, sis. So, but they have to do their thing. And then the lady come in, who do the numbers.
The numbers
and she
lady
was
came
like,
in.
This is the lowest number. It was like 6,000 something US.
Yeah. She was like, would this work for you? And we were like, no. And she's like, okay. And then she walked out. And Lisa was like, is someone else coming back in now? That was it.
Yeah.
We were free to go.
Yeah.
Ladies, have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
And that was it. We walked out.
Yes.
$100 credit on the account.
Yep.
So.
And so. Yeah.
So for us, it was worth it.
Yes.
Because essentially the day cruise, the catamaran cruise, was I think about 120.
Per
it was
person.
120 US per person. So we essentially got one person for free, and we were able to go on this this catamaran cruise, which is the cruise was fun. So it wasn't for investing that hour and a half of time to get the credit. It worked for us. Otherwise, we would have just been sitting on the beach. It was early enough in the morning that I think it was 9:30 or something that we had this presentation. So it was still early enough in the morning that we were able to get our breakfast before we go to this, plus still have time to go to the beach afterwards and still not like lose a whole day.
Yep. So I would recommend doing it. Not to lose but $100 again.
Yeah. I think the key though, because I did notice that other people were doing the presentation, I think the key is if you really just want the credit, let them know that in the beginning. They're very nice about it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you go in there and pretend that you may be interested, they're going to take you on a tour of the different units. And that's going to end up taking up more time. Mm-hmm. So versus being out of there in like an hour, it's probably going to end up being like an hour and 45 minutes. So, because I did see other people getting into the shuttles with Lisa and with other staff members to
like
go do the tour.
Because like those new ones that over to the right, how much did she say?
Oh no, those people weren't looking at those. But yes, they were $130,000
a week.
Some. I was about to say it. And I was like, "Ooh, we on YouTube. Let me watch my language."
Some
craziness.
$107,000 a week.
No, thank you.
I said that must be coming with a massage every hour.
Yeah.
A butler. A sex toy. $107,000 a week.
Yes.
What else about the hotel? There's several pools.
Oh, many pools.
Yeah. You probably don't have to leave, go far from your room to find a pool. Like they have pools like at each level, and some of the rooms come with a private pool. Mm-hmm. So don't think that you have to go all the way down to the reception area to use the pool there. They have daily activities, was it Zumba in the pool?
They had Zumba in the pool.
and they have free activities, water sports as well, like
banana boat rides and tube riding. I did stand-up paddleboard yoga. Yes.
I'll put a clip in.
Fine.
Okay, I'll put a clip in.
It was very challenging. I enjoyed it. It was good.
And then they have, the motorsports and stuff. Those cost additional unless you have the all-inclusive package.
Mm-hmm.
But so we didn't do any of those.
Yeah, and I think for the stand-up paddleboard yoga, I paid like $14 or something.
So you did charge you?
They did. Well, there was a small fee.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it was. But let me tell you, stand-up paddleboard here. First of all, it was one-on-one, so it was just me and the instructor. So I basically had my own private class. Here in Fort Lauderdale, to do stand-up paddleboard yoga, it's like $60 to $80 a class. So I'll take the $14 happily.
So I guess that was worth it.
Yeah, so it was a nice experience, but and not too expensive.
There's oh god, I will talk about that yet. There are a couple bars on the beach, which I thought is a nice touch.
Yeah.
They didn't have that in Barbados.
No, they didn't. Yeah, we always had to go back to that main bar. Yeah, so if you're at the far right of the beach, you don't have to go all the way back over to the main area to get a bar. There's a little bar that's there. It only serves drinks. It doesn't serve food, but at least you can get a drink there while you're on the beach.
I wouldn't say they have the best beach.
No.
The Caymans have the best beach.
No, they didn't.
In my experience so far. Jamaica beach was awesome.
I would want to say I would like to experience other beaches at other resorts because I have a feeling it's just this resort that didn't have the best beach because we saw another beach when we were on the catamaran and their beach was nothing like this beach.
It's very stony.
Yeah.
Rocky, sharp. You need water shoes.
Yeah. At Windjammer Landing, definitely have water shoes if you're going to go into the water there.
Because they got hammocks. In the water, and we went in there to try to take pictures.
Yeah. We got the pictures though. It was a challenge. It was a mission.
Yes, it was.
But we got nice pictures.
We did.
So it was worth
it. The ants.
The ants. So, yeah. So we had an experience one night.
This is the second night?
What happened was... Yeah, I think the second night we were at the resort, either the second or third night. Yeah, I think the second night. The second night we were at the resort, it had rained earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And then in the evening, we were at dinner and noticed that like there were all of these very large flying ants that were just like all over the place. You know, like every time we would you sit down at the table and they're coming onto your placemat and they're flying all around and you know, you're swatting.
Yeah.
And we noticed that it wasn't just us, like it was everywhere in this dining room area because you know it's an open air dining area right on the beach. So, you know, here we are, we're going to dinner that night. We come out of our suite. It's late, so we keep on our lights, our patio light, so that or our entryway light, I should say, so that we can get our way back when we come back from dinner. We go to dinner, and there's all of these, like, ants and stuff like that all over the place.
They call them ants. They're flying.
They're flying ants. Like, big old, like, when I say big. Big like the size of bees.
Yeah, so we asked to move because at first we thought it was just where we were sitting. So we asked to move to another table, and while we were asking, we saw other people asking. We're like, oh.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. And then they told us, well, they attracted to the lights, so they're going to move us to like a less lit area. And
it was a little bit better, but they were still there.
Yeah, eventually they started turning off all the lights like around the bar.
Yeah.
Because
you saw, we turned back at one point, and the bartender was there like swatting at stuff, and we're like, okay, so it's not just us. Thank you. Yeah. So we had dinner, and now mind you, so we're walking back to our suite because now, you know, our suite that we're in now is accessible to the main area, to the main lobby. We're walking back, and everywhere that we saw a light,
they were like
swarmed.
Hundreds of them.
Swarms. Any little, you know, this hotel has a very Mediterranean style architecture, so they have a lot of these little recessed alcoves and a lot of the white terracotta. That's an oxymoron. A white terracotta don't make no sense because terracotta is red. But anyways, this white clay like structures and things like that, and everywhere where there was a light, hundreds of these ants were just like everywhere. And
unfortunately we don't have any footage because I was just like, so
oh my god,
these things were everywhere. I was freaking out
everywhere.
So I'm like, just go back to the room because I can't take these things. They're everywhere.
So we go back to our room, and remember I said a little while ago how we left the light on outside of our entranceway? Yeah, well, we get to our room They were everywhere. Everywhere. The door to enter to Lisa's portion of the suite, covered. The wall, covered. The door to enter the main entrance of the suite, covered. Everywhere. Like, covered. Like, I can't stress that. It was covered everywhere.
So now we tried to clear one of the doors so that when we open it, they don't go inside. So we kind of managed to get them, like, you know, just off the rim of the door. So at least when we open it, we can run inside and close it. However, I left my bathroom light on.
And these buggers, like literally, emphasis on the word buggers, they got under the door. How you get under the door? Houseway? Like, and when I say they got under the door, we're not talking about one or two got under. No, hundreds. No, hundreds.
And she's walking ahead of me, and I don't know how come you went to check. You know, she went. I think we realized. Oh shit!
We left all the lights on.
We left the lights on. So she's walking ahead of me, and she walks over, and she says, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Oh my god!"
I'm like, they're all over your bathroom. They were all over her bathroom. All over her bathroom. Because her entrance door basically comes right, and it's the entrance door, and then the next door that you reach is the bathroom door. And her bathroom light was on. Of course, we had the entrance hallway light on. So they came from the outside, under the door, into her bathroom. Everywhere.
So we called front desk, naturally. And the girl was like, well, it's everywhere. Everyone's having that problem.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she doesn't know what can she do? I'm like, well, something.
Because I remember when we stopped at the front desk for something on our way back to the room.
To someone.
And she was talking to another hotel guest and was calling housekeeping like, oh, well, spray again.
So yeah, so front desk, you know, I told her, I'm like, she's actually asked if she could send up some spray. And we're like, yeah, so send the bug spray. So housekeeping came down. I have a nose problem. I can't deal with smells and sprays and stuff. And housekeeping comes, she bring the spray and she's like, do you want me to help you? I'm like, yes, please. She goes in there, she's like, oh my god. And she starts spraying. You know you almost could. So she starts spraying.
The housekeeping lady started spraying too.
She was sweeping.
Oh yeah, I was spraying.
Yeah, she's spraying. And the
housekeeping sweeping.
She's sweeping, and I'm coughing.
We're all coughing. We're all in there like it's a gas chamber and we dying. Like
that
bad.
spray was so strong, but I have to give it to the housekeeper. When I tell you, she stayed in there and she got rid of them buggers. And after that, we put the whole place in dark.
We wouldn't even use our cell phones and put the cell phone lights on because we're like, listen, nope, we're not letting anything get attracted to any light up in here.
Thank God it did not go into the bedroom because from the room tour, you'll see that the hallway walks right into the bedroom. There's no separate door on my side. So, yeah, it was like, that was it for the night.
Yeah.
That thing took everything out of us that night. No, that's nothing to do with the hotel. It was all over the island.
Yeah.
Because some of the employees said, when they went home, they were all inside the house. And, so and she said that happens periodically, like when it rains. So.
But they handled it very nicely. They handled it as best that they could.
They did. They were very nice about it. That housekeeper, I was surprised that she stayed that long and tried to clean up as much as she can. So, yeah, kudos to her for that.
Yeah.
What else? I guess, well, the second day we didn't do anything. We stayed on the beach. Day 3 we did a catamaran tour.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, because we left the following day. Yeah.
Yeah, so we did that tour that included, well, they have different options. You could have done ATVs or you could have done those Jeeps. Mm-hmm. We chose the water.
Yeah. Because Lisa didn't trust my driving.
No, child, no. I'm from Trinidad, so I'm used to all the winding roads, but this is the winding roads on the other side of the street.
I've driven on the other side of the street before.
No, and then the stick shift.
I can drive manual
No, I said no. I said no. I said no.
She didn't trust me.
No.
She didn't trust me. But in the end,
yeah, we did.
The catamaran was really nice. It was really nice.
I got seasick. No, I didn't
a
get
little
seasick.
bit in the beginning.
I just started feeling a little ting. And they had unlimited rum punch, so
yeah,
that helped. That helped.
Yeah. So on the way out in the morning, when we first left, it was nice and calm, and then as you get out into the deeper water again, it was real choppy. And like we were talking about, they're like, oh, this isn't as choppy as it could be, because there are times when like the boat goes up and like it just takes off from the water and then slams back down. So we didn't have to experience that, thank goodness.
Yeah, thank God.
But it was just a beautiful ride. I think down the coast, right? Because we were coming south to Soufrière.
Right.
So we're coming south to Soufrière, and I mean it started to rain. It's rainy season right now. We're in a subtropical climate, so unfortunately, like it started to pour.
Yes.
Like.
Yes.
Where's my poncho pour?
But you're on the water.
You're on the water.
So,
you're on a boat. So who cares? Everyone kind of just huddled in, and we took our towels and wrapped around us, and then it stopped eventually, and then we went back. And then they wiped everything down on the boat, like so that you. And
they were very nice. It was with Endless Summer. That's the name of the tour group.
Yeah. Great tour.
They're very nice.
All of the stuff again, like the people of St. Lucia.
Yes.
They have hospitality down. Honestly, I mean, I personally feel I've traveled to Jamaica and the Jamaicans are very nice, but there is a warmth. There's an intangible warmth that the people of St. Lucia have that you do not find in Jamaica.
Anywhere, or even Trinidad.
Yeah, because some Jamaicans, they still have a little bit of the attitude too. But yeah, they were. I mean, it's almost like everyone who worked loved what they did, and I know that that's not the case, because like how likely is that, right? Sometimes we have to do a job because we have to do a job, but the ladies in the dining hall, in the restaurants, at the hotel, everyone was very nice. Like and maybe also it's that like we were very nice to them because we were just so happy that everyone was so nice. So then it was kind of like this whole feedback thing. We're nice to them, they're nice to us. They say good morning. They remember exactly what we wanted on our plates in the morning. Who was having coffee? Who was having tea? Who was having juice? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, but for the Endless Summer tour, for the catamaran tour, everyone was really nice. The captain was from Tobago.
Oh, I see.
You didn't hear us say that?
No, I thought he was from Dago.
Oh, I thought you said Tobago. Yeah, he's from Dago. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Digo Martin.
Digo Martin. All right.
So the tour included rum punch, non-alcoholic beverages, a tour to...
There were other beverages too. Like if you drank beer, there was beer that you could have get.
Yeah, you could pay for.
They listed a whole bunch of different drinks that you could have had on it, and I mean, all we heard was rum punch, and we were okay. Yeah. So, because we're not really drinking like that.
That shit was so strong though.
Oh my god, but it was good though. It was good. They made sure to dole it out in small cups. That was smart.
Yes. And then, so our first stop. You either could have gone to the town tour, a tour of the town, a historic tour, or to the mud bath.
Mud baths.
Yeah,
yes.
It was either or. We chose a mud bath.
But we've all stopped at the waterfall, right? Or no?
It
was waterfall. So it was waterfall and the
mud bath
and mud baths, or the historic tour.
Yeah, because once we got to
Soufrière.
Back to Lion and Soufrière, we got on a bus, a big maxi taxi.
Yeah.
And we went to the waterfall first. It was raining, so that was not. We didn't really. Yeah. It wasn't a really enjoyable experience because it was raining. Feeling a little chilly, is like I'm not going on waterfall.
A cold waterfall when it's raining, to then go back on a bus. Yeah, wet.
Yeah, and then after there we went to the mud bath. First of all, the mud. Well, okay.
This was an experience.
Yeah, you walk down. You walk into this the springs, the hot springs, which wasn't very hot. It was probably like,
it was comfortable.
yeah, like 80 some degrees. They said it can go up to 110 degrees, but it wasn't very, very hot. Maybe because the time of the year. So we got in there, and then you get out, and then you rub the mud on you, which you have in buckets, and it looks almost like bentonite clay, that kind of consistency. You rub it all over you, all over you, all over you. Take pictures, and then you go back into the hot water. Now, this ain't no big thing, right? It's small.
Yeah, I mean, on our tour, there were I mean, how many people were on our van? Like maybe about 20?
Probably.
There were about 20 people on our van, and then there was another van that had maybe another 10 people.
Yeah.
And we were ram cram up in the little thing. So I was expecting something bigger. You know, if you've ever been to the hot springs in Costa Rica, they're massive. Like, it's like a huge swimming pool of hot springs, and I was expecting something along those lines. It's not. And then I thought the mud baths would have been something that we could actually get into the mud and put it on. Not that they have buckets of mud that you can put on yourself. Like,
so now they have what, like 3 buckets? So you have to
I'm
wait.
like, is this really?
Is this really?
or did someone just throw some mud in a bucket and be like, here?
How we know this thing is authentic?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they say it is.
So we just went with it and we trusted it.
So we went back in the hot water, wash your skin very well. It will stain your clothes, your swimsuit. When I tell you my skin.
Oh my God!
Like,
that mud was the truth. Let me tell you. Listen, if they got it from the little bush next door where the goats were shitting on it, it was still very smooth on our skin. It did. I mean, our skin
felt amazing.
Oh my God!
All right, so quickly, Shenika, how was that experience for you?
Short.
Yeah, it's too short.
Don't do a tour.
Yeah.
Don't do a tour. Or if you're gonna do a tour, find a private tour guide that'll just drive you over here.
Yeah, and you can stay as long
as you want. Because the pricing isn't expensive to get in here. I think it was like $12 for both of the tours, US. But
yeah, you have to get hire a taxi or something.
Hire a private driver.
Because
it's a nice experience. But you need,
very nice. I think we only got to spend like yeah.
Houseway.
Yeah.
But we kind of knew that going. First of all, my skin feels damn good.
Hi.
My skin feels so smooth.
I know. Oh my God, it feels so moisturized.
Nice. So moisturized. So I would want to sit in there like half a day.
Can I take some home?
Right?
Can I take some home?
And just let that slough off everything.
Yeah. All right, going back into the bus, and then we're headed up the hill.
Quite busy on a Saturday, but there's some day where
we went on Monday, and they said the best day to go was on a Sunday.
Okay, so that's what it was. So we went on a Monday. They said the best day to go is on a Sunday because a lot of people are actually leaving St. Lucia on a Sunday
or coming in,
and the tours themselves only go like Monday and Friday or something. Monday and Friday for the tours. So if you go Saturday, Sunday on the weekend, you'd probably be able to just hang out there for however long, because you're not going to have the tour shuttles coming in and out and basically disrupting you.
We could have done the private, like the taxi we took from the airport to the hotel. Very nice man.
Yes.
What's his name?
I don't know. I have his.
By the way, $90.
US.
90 US.
US.
From the airport to the hotel.
Hour and 45 minutes of vomiting. Well, I didn't vomit, but.
So he said that he would have taken us on the tour, that way we can, do what we want, stay how long, and he'd basically be at our beck and call, but you had to pay him cash. He was going to charge us like $75 per person, but we didn't have that We didn't want to spend that cash when we could just put it on a hotel bill and then it just...
And then also get the discount with the tour.
So we end up paying less going through the hotel because we did the course, the little
presentation
thing, but if you have cash and you could hire someone on the side, do that.
Yeah.
Because that way you could take your time, you could stop, you could do whatever.
Yeah.
But when you go on a tour, anytime you go on a tour anywhere, you're at their time and everything is time, let's go.
So we ended this tour going to the
coffee something.
The plantation, what was it? The fondue?
Yeah, I'll put I think I took a picture. I'll stick it in here.
The fondue, not fondue, but the fondue plantation, and it's also a resort. And they had, first of all, that's where we had our lunch buffet. Hallelujah for that lunch buffet.
Yeah, that lunch buffet.
Hallelujah! All right, because that was the best food we had.
Because going back to food at the hotel, the majority of their food catered to the Americans, and the English people.
Calamari. They had a fish and chips on the menu. Pizza, pasta. We didn't even go to the Italian restaurant. No. They had a steakhouse. I think if you have a more versatile diet, I'm certain that you could find something on the menu that you would like. I was hoping for a little bit more Caribbean food. If I go to the Caribbean, I want Caribbean food. I don't want food that I could get at TGI Fridays when I come back home.
And that's how I feel of a lot of these Caribbean hotels, restaurants. They cook what they think people want back home. But no, if I'm coming to St. Lucia, I want some St. Lucia food.
Or at least have both options.
Yeah. What are you eating at home? What are you cooking at home? I want some of that.
At least have both options. I'm not saying don't have a burger.
Yeah.
But have some plantains. How, in Jesus' name, did we go to St. Lucia and stay at a resort and there was not one plantain anywhere around? Nope, not one plantain.
I think my favorite meal was the buffet, the first day. They had saltfish and baked.
Yeah.
And the banana bread.
Oh my God, the banana bread. That banana bread, though.
Yeah, obviously that day, the whole vegan thing, I was like, fuck it, I just want...
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, you just have to eat. Because there really weren't that... We would have had a very tough time trying to stay vegan. There really weren't many options at Windjammer Landing, per se. Maybe... if we had gotten up and went into town and found a place to eat and but who wants to go through all of that hassle when you're on vacation? There's a breakfast place right there in the hotel. I want to get up and just walk out of my room and go get breakfast. I don't want to have to get in a taxi and take my purse and go find some place. And no.
We always try to stay somewhere where we could at least get breakfast.
Yeah.
Because we're breakfast people, and
we can figure out everything else. Yeah, but we need our breakfast.
Gotta have it first thing.
Need our breakfast.
You want to? I would be in the worst mood if I don't have a good breakfast. So the lunch was they had a green fig casserole.
Oh, Hunties. That was good.
So good.
I mean, in general, the food at the lunch buffet on the tour, so we're going back to the tour now. This is not a Windjammer Landing. So on the tour at Fondue,
that food was really good. That food was really good.
I mean, they had rice and peas. They had stewed pigeon peas, which I haven't had.
Oh my God!
In a long time.
Like I said, I need to get back cooking that.
That was so good.
That was really good.
And then they had the green fig pie thing.
They had fish.
The fish was good.
Yeah, and they had
chicken. Yeah.
And
salads and things. Yeah. You had all the different fixings for salad. They had the pepper sauce. Good. There was one little boy and he was putting a whole bunch of pepper sauce on his plate.
That's why that lady probably ended up in the toilet. She only had too much of that pepper sauce.
So, and then for dessert they had a little ginger cake type of thing. It wasn't anything to write home about. When you first got to the plantation, they gave everyone the option of either a passion fruit juice or a rum punch. So you had that, and then, you know, just, I mean, but they were stingy on that thing, man. Just one.
Yeah, they were stingy on our bunch.
Like, I can't have a refill with my,
we're trying to get a refill, them gone.
Like, yeah.
They're not serving no more.
So, and then even with the buffet, we're there and they put us over on one side of the dining hall because there was another tour coming in that filled in the second side of the dining area. So,
yeah, production line.
Yeah, production line. But the food was delicious. Yeah. That was arguably our longest stop. You know, the lunch
we were there for too long.
Yeah, like
and that's because we had to leave the Sulphur Springs, you know,
rush. Yeah.
And now we come here and make up for time. And then we did the guided coffee demonstration thing. Yeah.
I mean, I think the coffee demonstration, you know, I did a coffee demonstration at Tobago, at the Tobago plantation. That was a nice coffee demonstration. This one,
you could barely hear him.
Yeah, you could barely hear him. And then the other thing with St. Lucia, the people have a very strong accent that our ears probably aren't as tuned to because it's kind of a French, it has more of a French Creole sound to it because they do speak a patois. Is it a patois? No, they speak a Creole. They speak Creole.
Creole.
Not a patois. Yeah. They speak a Creole, a French Creole dialect on the island. And it's beautiful, like, you know, the accents are beautiful, but this gentleman, he had a very low voice, both in bass and in volume, and then on top of that you add his accent and we were like, what he's saying? And then we all tired because we got the itis because we just ate all this good food, you know, and we just like, why are we even standing here? Like, it's hot.
Yes.
Can we just go back to the bus? Like,
so we eventually got back to the bus.
eventually got back to the bus. But,
got back to the boat, and then it was Party City.
Yeah, it was a nice little lime on the way back.
Yes, they turned up the music. The rum punch was flowing.
Yes. It was good.
What happens on the boat after that stays on the boat. Alright, so we stopped here as part of the tour to snorkel. The water is very nice, very nice. I'm not going to snorkel, just swim. So the Tika Resort is over there. Over there. It's the what?
Hanscom Shore.
Okay. Whatever she said.
Looky.
I'm gonna go in the water now. Take a little swim, take a little dip. Wash the remaining sulfur off of me.
And then on the way back, we kind of drove into this area called Marigo Bay. And you saw, like, I guess a couple of the resorts there. Literally, we just drove in and boated in and then boated out.
Yeah.
It's one of their little harbor inlets. Very beautiful spot. But that's it. Yeah. Then back to Windjammer Landing.
Yep.
And you know, the disappointing thing is that was the night of the bugs, right? No, it just rained that night.
Yeah.
The disappointing thing is that there was supposed to be like this big presentation at Windjammer Landing that night. So we were like, oh great, like our Monday's gonna be so much fun because like we're gonna do the catamaran tour during the day, and then when we come back in the evening they're gonna have fire dancers and buffet and all of this different performances and stuff like that. And no.
It rained, right?
It rained.
Yeah.
And it basically killed everything. Like we went to the buffet, which
could have been better.
Yeah, the Caribbean buffet there was not as good as the buffet at Fondue during the tour.
I can't even remember what was on the
that's what I'm trying to remember. I'm like, what did we even eat? That's to tell you, it wasn't that memorable.
No.
It wasn't that memorable. Maybe fish?
Was there fish?
I can't even remember. Saltfish? Don't remember. Completely unmemorable. It may be unmemorable because we were still a little tipsy from the boat.
Oh my god.
But I think it was more unmemorable because it just wasn't that memorable food. It wasn't that great. And especially for the price we paid. Like, you know, the buffet was like $50 per person, more or less. Ridiculous. It was expensive. So.
And then the next day, we didn't do shit. We just laid out. We just laid out and just enjoy. And then the next day was time to leave.
Yep.
So overall, my experience was definitely a positive one. We're definitely gonna go back.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna stay.
Not staying at Windjammer Landing.
No, we need to stay somewhere that's easier access to get to town. Well, I guess we'll hire somebody.
Yeah.
To take us around, because
I mean, it's like now that we know, like, oh, remember that couple was saying that there was a bed and breakfast that was really good.
Oh my
and I
God,
think that would actually work for us because, like we said, we just need breakfast. We don't need there to be breakfast and lunch and dinner and bar and all of this stuff on a resort, because we're going to go wander around anyways, and we'll find our lunch and our dinner when we're out. We just need someplace that we know we can wake up in the morning and have a reasonable breakfast to put in our bellies before we start venturing out for the day. Because really, that's how we normally travel. Pretty much every place that we've traveled, it's always been make sure we have our breakfast, and then we go out from there and find everything when we're out.
And we're gone all day.
And we're gone all day. So.
Probably we stay further south, near Soufriere or Castries.
Okay.
Because up north, there's not much up there.
No, that's not true. That's where everything is.
The Pitons are up there.
No, the Pitons are south. The Pitons are south in Soufriere. Where we were staying, Rodney Bay, Gros Islet, that is actually where all of the stuff is.
Oh.
It's just that we didn't go out into it.
Yeah.
So we'll have to stay, maybe find a little bed and breakfast in the middle of everything where we can walk around. Maybe someplace where it's a little bit more walkable.
Yeah.
Because Windjammer Landing, I mean, just to get out to the main road.
Oh, God.
That was a hike and a half. Like, we didn't try it, but driving out of the resort to the main road, that easily would have been a 45-minute walk.
Is huge.
Yeah.
How much acres, she said?
60 or
something like that.
It's craziness. And they're expanding.
So yep, St. Lucia, we definitely recommend it. The people are nice, the place is nice. It's if you want to have that experience where you feel like you're in an island, a country, and it's not all built up, like city like. St. Lucia is.
We did say that the next time we go to St. Lucia, what we'll do is take the day ferry over to Martinique.
Yes.
And maybe do like a day in Martinique or do an overnight in Martinique or something. But
it's right there. It's like an hour and a half, you said? The ferry to get to Martinique. Yeah.
So you just have to, we'll get Lisa some Dramamine.
Oh, God. Let me tell you, man, that seasickness thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, anything else we'd like to have?
No. Yeah, it's a must return. That's a must return. I mean, we have a lot of must returns, but well, we have one that's a definitely don't go back, but Barbados. But but yeah, St. Lucia's a must return. I would love to see more of the island. I'd love to see. They have beautiful resorts too, so it's like it'd be nice to check out some of the different resorts, or even just some of the different bed and breakfasts, and then do like a day pass to some of the resorts, which you can do. And yeah, have someone that is based on the island that can drive you around, or find a driver that can kind of be at your disposal and just explore. There's a lot to explore there.
Yep.
We ain't hiking the Pitons though.
No. Yeah, we're not about that life.
No, that's not what's up.
Nope. So yeah, we will do the video in London.
Yeah. We'll do London. Yeah, we can reminisce.
Yeah.
We can reminisce about London.
We'll do London. I didn't really vlog much in Barbados.
Because we were so angry.
I was so pissed.
Anger and disappointment. That is all you need to know about Barbados. And mind you, I left early, so I didn't even have to deal with all the stuff that they had to deal with.
Whatever could have gone wrong went wrong
my God.
in Barbados. So yeah, there's not going to be a full video on that. We probably just
there should be though.
We probably just talk about it, but there's no footage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't even pull out the camera. It's like everything just
you were
pissed
so
me
frustrating.
off.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll do a video talking about our experience in Barbados, and we'll do the video on London. London was nice. We like London. We like London. We going back to London was nice. She has friends there. I have friends there. London was nice.
Yeah, we stayed in a beautiful hotel. Like, okay, there was a little downside to London, but the rest of London made up for it. Yeah. And in the end, it worked out okay.
Yeah. We had an experience with none of the employees in the hotel, but the hotel fixed it, and so it's forgiven and forgotten.
Yeah.
But yeah, London. We went Thanksgiving weekend because you know the holidays are not. It's just Thanksgiving. There'll be Thanksgiving next year and the next year and the next year, whatever.
Yeah. So so we'll be doing a video on London, so you'll have to check us out for that.
Yes.
So you'll get to see me again. I might be taking over Lisa's travel channel, just saying. But
I'll put my Instagram below, my travel Instagram below. So if you want to see pictures, you can see that there. And I had a blog where I kind of like let it go.
You gotta get back on the blog.
I know, I need to get back to writing. Maybe I just have you write.
I was about to say we could like co-author the blog.
But she likes to write. She's good at writing. So
I like writing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's it.
All right. Till the next time, my lovelies.
Oh my god. Listen, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, subscribe. You've been watching YouTube videos?
Sometimes.
Oh. Alright, that's it.
Bye.
Bye. I'm breaking up the legs.
Look at him flexing.
Shenika?
Okay, folks, as I said, we're heading back to the Windjammer landings. So anybody celebrating a birthday today?
I can be if you want me to.
Yesterday, happy belated. 2 weeks from now, happy birthday in advance. Any newlyweds on board?
Yes, with them.
Newlyweds.
Yes. With them. Over there.
Newlyweds on board, congratulations wherever you are. Any anniversaries? Oh, hell no. 30 years of being married, congratulations. So what do you have to say to the newlyweds since they just started? Any advice to the newlyweds?
It's better and easier.
30 years of one wife. So what is the advice would you give to the newlyweds and people who've maybe been married a few years now? What?
She's always right even when she's wrong.
Okay, she's always right even when she's wrong. So this is the secret to a long, successful marriage. The lady is always
Look
right.
at the house up there.
Okay? Happy wife, happy life. So take it from a couple that has been married for 30 years.
30 years.
Okay, folks? All the newlyweds and those who are thinking of getting married. Happy wife,
Happy life.
one wife, and she's always right.
2 for 1, happy hour all night.
So we're heading to the Windjammer. The dance floor is open. Please continue to dance and enjoy the music with us. We have plenty more drinks at the bar, so let's enjoy Windjammer shortly. Have some fun.
I don't know if I can drink anymore. But I will.
That's a good decision. I think that's a strong decision.
Alright, Marigold Bay. Let me tell you guys, St. Lucia is where it's at.
It's too real, it's dangerous.
Man, look at that house up there. Jesus Christ.